Well, hello and welcome again to River Valley Farm. And today's the day we're going to test and see if this poor little baler will bale while it's moving or not. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see, 6, 7 bales I can lay out here in the windrow in the driveway and see how many, and see if it'll tie or not. Hopefully this is a non-issue and it just works, but considering how it usually goes for me, it's not just going to work. So that being said, as of right now, it tied, let's see, 3 in a row. Perfect ties, 3 in a row. So that being said, I guess I need to go bust these open out here and get lined up and see what we can do with it. Well, let me do that. Okay, so that is 3 bales. This is laid out in a smaller windrow than I could ever possibly hope to get. So we're going to do it like this one time just to see what happens, and then possibly come back and make it twice this big, because that's going to be, in all honesty, about the truth of the situation for a single rake windrow off of my 258 New Holland. Get some sticks out of the way. Anyway, let me tuck this thing in and get it out of here, and we'll go see what happens. Hopefully it bales a couple of bales. I'm not hoping to get 3 out of that, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we're out, we're hooked, we're all that good stuff. For your speed concerns, I'm gonna go 2nd gear, low range, PTO speed, about 1.7 miles an hour. Can't go much slower than that. About 1.3 is all the slower I can get out of this thing. Okay, so we kicked the bale out and we broke this string and it did not strip. Okay, we're going to finish this bale and see what it does sitting still. a stationary baler. Okay, so we're back to its old no rhyme or reason self whatsoever. We have it tied around the bill hook again. This is feeding it by hand even. I didn't even have it moving. So, yeah. Did not strip the knot off the bill hook. So yeah, what's next? I guess what's next is to start pulling the knotters off and start tearing it down and seeing if we can find something. It would be logical, as someone suggested, to just unstack everything, take this one and put it over here, and that one and put it over here, and see if it does, see if the problem moves or not. Since it's not stripping the knots, I mean, that's a really simple thing. It's either you've got too much tension on here, which there's no way. I mean, look at that, how easy that moves. And then look at this. I can move that, but just barely. So the bill hook is not holding it too long on this side. That's what I'm getting at there. The only other thing, I mean, yeah, pretty much all I can do is move this whole assembly over here and see if it works then or not. If it doesn't work then yeah, I don't know what to do. I know I've been through this before and set my needles in line with each other. I mean, dead close to each other, basically. Just kind of glad I don't have a bunch of hay that needs to be done, needs to be baled today before it starts raining. Got a bunch that needs to be cut and done with, but you know, we're not going to worry about it today. Anyway, yeah. So well, what time is it even? Five minutes to 6. Yep, okay. I'm gonna put it back in the barn and we'll start stripping on what else to do with it. Okay, so I had a thought, and I think before we do that, we've got this spring that holds our twine fingers in the retracted position. On this baler, this is the parts baler, it was tied. There's no yeah, there's not a drill. This is not drilled on this one. Okay, that's where that spring is connected to on the one we've been trying to use. And if I remember right, when I come out here the other day, this one was hooked down here on the knotter frame somewhere in this general area, although I don't see really where it was at. But anyway, that's just a spring. I mean, it doesn't, you know, it's just there to be able to hold these in the right position. It doesn't have to be up here for any reason. This piece, you know, this never moves, right? But what if it's holding us in some kind of a bind? Maybe that's what it is. We're going to try that before we go to all this trouble of moving knotters around and stuff. Okay. 2 more knots and we'll give up and start ripping it apart. Well, okay, I guess that's enough of that. Point proven, point accepted, so on and so forth. Still did not strip the knot off. So, guess it's time to give up and let it do its and pull it down. As much as I really don't want to, but that's what we're going to have to do. Okay, so just so nobody comes off and says you didn't do it, here you go. It's stripped down. I'm going to go so far as to take this piece off and put this one in its place, and then that knotter over here, and build my way back out. So hang on. Okay, so a quick point. This gear and this one are not interchangeable. So if our problem ends up being the gear, we're gonna have to do this all over again. But anyway, this one has this piece bolted to it. This one has the place to bolt it, but it is not tapped for it. So I'm not going to drill it and tap it to make them interchangeable, because I'm not going to. Good enough, right? Okay, we proceed. Okay, all back together except this spring. I was going to forget about that spring. I was going to be wondering why it didn't work. Well, dummy, that would have been why it wouldn't work. So anyway, hook this up like so, and then one more try. And then maybe a torch. I don't know, we'll see. If the problem doesn't change sides, it's definitely going to see the torch. Now neither side stripped. Sure enough, that one nor that one. Okay, so just for fact's sake here, it didn't catch the other piece of twine, and it did not tie on either side, and it also didn't strip the knot. So I'm going to tighten these up and try one more time. I don't know how much good it's going to do, but I'm going to try. Try again. Yeah, hang on. All right, we're gonna have to call that good for now. It's tied 3 times. We're still gonna have to lay out more hay and windrow and see if it'll work or not. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. I think it keeps changing it. It kind of feels like it should rain anyway. Of course, now they've pushed the rain back till Monday. So anyway, I probably could have even mowed hay and finished mowing hay and got it baled this week, even fighting with this thing. Whatever. Anyway, that's all for now, guys. Like I said, we'll try this again real quickly tomorrow afternoon. Shouldn't have any place to go other than just come here tomorrow afternoon. So that's what we'll do. I'll come here, we'll try this on a windrow, and hopefully, I'm swearing again, hopefully it'll work. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I'll be back.